Hello and good morning. We're finishing up week one. Remember, you have work that is due today, but you have till Sunday to turn it in. Okay, no excuses. Make sure you use Microsoft Lens. All right, let's take a look here. Point slope formula, what is it? Well, that is y minus some y equals m, slope, and then x minus some x. That is called point. Here's your point. Slope formula. Okay. All right, number two, write a line, write an equation of a line, parallel and perpendicular. Let's do parallel first. So put parallel. To be parallel, you got to use the same slope. So you're going to use negative 2 over 7. To be perpendicular, you're going to flip, change, write that down. So it's going to be 7 over 2. This is your x. This is your y. Remember, you use your y first. So it's going to be y minus your y equals your slope, and then x minus your x. And then over here, it's the same thing, except the slope changes. So it's going to be y plus 4 equals 7 over 2, and then x plus 2. And then you're done. Okay, that's it. That was the first part of the page. The back side, however, gets a little harder. Okay, so put away your bell work. And we're doing something called slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay, there's your slope, and there's your intercept. Okay, so in other words, we're going to take one of these, either one, and get it equal to y, or get y by itself. Okay, now pay attention, because you're going to have to know how to do fractions here. I'm going to do one of them, and then you're going to try the second one. So look here. So I have y plus 4 is equal to, now I'm going to distribute. So I'm going to say negative 2 over 7x. A negative times a positive is a negative. Put a 1 under here. That's the trick. No treat, just a trick. So it's going to be 2 times 2 is 4. And 7 times 1 is 7. Okay, now you have to subtract 4. So put minus 4. But again, use the trick. Put a 1 under there. Okay? So now this cancels. So you get y equals your slope. And then you want to go ahead and find your least common denominator. Remember, you take this one and put it over here. And then you take the 7 and put it over here. So you're going to get minus 4 over 7 minus 28 over 7. Now that you have the same denominator, you can add these numerators. So that's going to be y equals a negative 2 over 7x minus 32 over 7. And you can leave it as an improper fraction. But let's see what it is. 7 goes into 32. Well, 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, and you're left with 4. So your remainder is 4. So you put your remainder over your divisor, and you're done. So you could rewrite this. Make sure you know how to do both, okay? And we're done. Okay, now it's your turn. Before I do that, any questions about what I did? Make sure you use the trick, or you don't get the treat of getting it right. All right, let's try this one. Try this one. All right, to do this one, you're going to distribute. Put a 1 under here. That's the trick. So you're going to get y plus 4 is equal to 7 over 2x. A positive times a positive is a positive. 7 times 2 is 14. 2 times 1 is 2. This one, you're going to subtract 4 just like we did before. Put a 1 under here. Now, take the 1, put it here. Take the 2, put it here. And so you're going to get plus 14 over 2 minus 8 over 2. You have the same denominator, so you can add up the numerators. 14 minus 8 I think that's 6. So you're going to get y equals 7 over 2x plus 6 over 2, which equals 3. And you're done. Okay? And that's what you're doing today. All right, so I want you to try one more. If you look at your worksheet from yesterday, and if you were absent, they're in the folder up there. Okay, look at the worksheet. Let's just pick one of these. Find an equation. So let's do 42. I want you to try this one, okay? So they want it through this point. They want perpendicular, so we got to flip change. And they want the slope out of here. So the first thing you got to do is get y by itself. So you're going to subtract x. You're going to divide by 2. And when you divide by 2, your slope is right here. So it's going to be a negative 1/2. We don't want parallel, we want perpendicular. So you got to flip it and change it. So that's going to be 2 over 1, which equals 2. So now it's going to be y minus my y, which is right here, equals my slope, and then x minus my x. And that right there is point slope, but they want slope-intercept form. So you got to get y by itself. So you're going to get y plus 5. So that's a plus here. So that's going to be 2x plus 6. And then all you do is subtract 5, and you get y equals 2x plus 1. No fractions on that one, okay? Fractions make it a little harder, but there it is. All right, so today what I want you to do is I want you to do the odd ones on the back. Okay, and that's today's work. And that's all there is to it. So I want you to put Friday and put a date. So today's date is 10/30. And let's see what else we can put. Name, date, and period. Okay. And again, make sure you use Microsoft Lens. That's it. All right. Let's talk about now geometry. Well, let's look here at geometry. Name 2 properties of an isosceles triangle. Well, an isosceles triangle has 2 sides equal and base angles congruent. Okay? Equilateral triangle, all sides equal, congruent, and all angles are 60. 60 degree all angles. Okay? Let's take a look at this one here. This one is an isosceles triangle. The base angles are equal. So you're going to set negative 4x plus 9 equal to 8x minus 3. Draw a line. Now, which one is more? Do you have, is this more or is this one more? See, they're on opposite sides, so you can't add them up. Well, this one's more, so you want to get rid of this one. So you want to do a plus 4x. Always go after the smaller one if your teacher didn't tell you that. So you're going to get 9 is equal to 12x minus 3. So now you're going to add 3 to both sides and get 12 is equal to 12x. And then divide by 12 and you get x equals 1. So x equals 1, and now you can plug it in here. 8 times 1 is 8. Scratch out the x. 8 minus 3 is 5. So this one is 5 degrees. And this one is 5 degrees. Okay? So give me all the answers. X and the angle. Today you're doing this work right here. Work quietly. Make sure you draw the diagrams. Make sure you use Microsoft Lens. I will not be taking late work. Okay? I don't care if your computer is broken. Use your cell phone. Okay? No excuses. All right? So you have from Friday, which is today, all the way till Sunday to work out any problems you have. If you need to, go to the public library or somewhere, a neighbor's house, a relative's house. Get it done. No excuses. No more late work. Okay. All right. Well, good luck. And you see how much 25 points every week adds up, and it adds your grade. Okay. All right. Have a good day.